Hi, my name is Greg, and I came to know the Bodhi about 10 years ago. I went on a retreat there for my 40th birthday. Before I was going to do that, I had decided either I was going to go to Gay Pride in San Francisco, which I still haven't been to San Francisco, or something else. And so I typed into Google and I typed gay spirit, and the Bodhi came up, but it wasn't the Bodhi, it was the gay spirit journeys. And that began my journey to the Bodhi. And again, it was for my 40th birthday. That was a gift for myself. And it is a gift that has continued to give to me to this day. Well, I think the world is, in the words of Wordsworth, too much with us. And I didn't realize that until I got to the Bodhi. And when I got to the Bodhi, time somehow stays still. And somehow there's a constancy in the place. And I think it has something to do with the ritual of practice and intention. And somehow, I don't know that it's nestled in the bosom of the land. It's got 1,000-foot orange cliffs. I mean, it's kind of out of a movie. The only thing it's lacking is perhaps a Tyrannosaurus Rex. But it's just a place I cannot describe fairly. But it's a place that should be seen by as many people as possible to see what is possible. And, you know, when you get to the Bodhi, it's very unassuming. It's this old monastery, essentially, an old Catholic monastery that has now become a Zen center. And, you know, when you first look at it, you don't think anything. It's kind of mud colored on the outside. But then when you go into places like the Zendu, or you go into the Sutra Hall, that's when the magic really starts to unfold relative to what the place is about. And just to sort of sit and watch the dance of the butterflies, you know, becomes a meditation into itself. Feeding the chickens was a meditation. Everything was a meditation because everything was done with intention. Everything had a practice about it and a flow. But it was a flow unlike anything I'd ever experienced in my regular life, because it didn't demand anything of me except my breath and my presence, and that made all the difference. But I remember seeing a baby hummingbird in its nest for the first time, nestled in one of the nooks of the roof at the Bodhi, which was a pretty magical experience. So simple, but so amazing at the same time. Hosen has this dichotomy to her. On one side, she is a tender and sweet human being with an amazing capacity to see someone, to see me. Then she can also be the Zen master with the bamboo cane, you know, and just sort of swatting you, or swatting me. And there's this sternness in her practice, and this, which for me, I need that sort of to bring me back to center. But again, it's this yin and the yang and within her that I find centers me. And when I need that human, that vulnerable human to reach out to my vulnerable human, she's there. Or if I remember one time I was in session, and it was my first session, my only session, and it was very intense, and she read that, and I mean, I was in tears, and she saw from across the room that I was there, and she gave me some special treatment that I needed in that moment, because I was starting to crack. I was beginning to see my ego in all of its scariness and wonder. And, you know, she was there for that. She caught me and encouraged me to continue in the practice, and I did. So it's that humanness, but it's also being able to bring the Dharma in a very authentic way and to carry on the lineage that she has been taught in. That is what, to me, makes Hosen so integral to not only the Bodhi, but to my teaching and my experience of Buddhism. Hosen cares for that place and holds space in that place so people like me can go and realize we have a soul, and realize we have a breath, and realize that so much of what's going on in this world out here is not really the point. This allows me to go back there. And whenever I go to the Bodhi, I realize that I'm this precious human being amongst other precious human beings, and I come away bringing that love with me. So I'm so thankful for the Bodhi, and I'm so thankful for Hosen's care of it. Thank you so much.